Hello, everybody. Got to keep my voice down. Kids are sleeping. I wasn't going to make this a 2-beer evening, but when the wife says I'm very hot from cleaning the floor, I need a beer, what is a good husband supposed to do? So that just happens to align with the other fun beer that we picked up at Moksa today. This is, I can't read it upside down, Bag of Tricks. Bag of Tricks. We're going to see what tricks they have up their sleeve. This is not a collaboration beer. This is a hazy IPA, a single IPA, not a double. But, we're splitting anyway, so it's like a portion of a beer. Brewed by Moksa. Canning date is 9/11, so very fresh. Cool art. Moksa has been hitting it out of the park with their artwork. I think It's Called Design is his name. I don't know if he does all the labels. That's his Instagram handle. It's Called Design. I could be butchering it. Maybe it's not. I should check that before I say it. But anyway, the dude does great work, and I really, really like the art. So keep that up. Keep whatever contract you guys have. Don't let him get away. What do we know here? Galaxy and Citra. So 2 hops that I absolutely love. I have high expectations for this beer because it's a single IPA. I really do enjoy single IPAs because they're refreshing. They're not too serious sometimes, and I think they do a really good job at letting the hops shine through. Sometimes doubles, can be there can be so much body and so much maltiness that the hops kind of get hidden a little bit. Ooh, which one should I give to my wife? A or B? A or B? Hey, Molly, you want A or B?
That one.
There you go.
Why are you laughing?
Nothing. That one fell on the floor. I'm just kidding. Wow. Wait, did you smell it? What are you picking up? You're not in my video? Oh, she's making a face. I can't tell if it's good. Stand by. You got people on pins and needles.
That's good.
It's good? It's good. All right. Let's see what we think here. Wow. So I will post this video after the Moksa and Juice Traveler, the Moksa and Great Notion collab video. I actually really enjoyed that beer, but without having these side by side, I mean, this is equally expressive on the nose. We're talking super fresh hops. We're talking 2 of my absolute favorite hops. I love the kind of the pungency that Galaxy hops bring to the party. So when you mix that with my all-time favorite hop, Citra, I mean, this is just kind of catered to my palate. I can tell right away. So super nice. I mean, we're getting kind of lime and lemon zest. We're getting some grapefruit, a little bit of pininess. Actually, quite a bit of kind of a piney quality. Not like a West Coast Pliny thing, but yeah, there's this really fresh. I mean, this is like, sometimes I talk about it, and it's hard for me to articulate these things all the time, but sometimes I talk about fruit being very like muddled and ultra ripe, where it's like super danky, ripe, juicy, like this is not that. This is more like a really like a tight grapefruit that's still like it's in peak ripeness, but it's not over the hill yet. I mean, it's still like super vibrant, super expressive. This is like you cut it open, it kind of squirts you in the eye. It's bright ruby red in the middle. That's the kind of aroma I'm getting here. Yeah, it smells great. Beautiful hazy color. Again, I am a big fan of, if you're going to call it hazy IPA on the label, to make it hazy, yeast strain aside and whatever aside, like just, you know, make the whatever you put on the can should match, you know, expectations, and it does. So appreciate that. One thing I noticed is a lot of beers recently, like there's no head at all. I'm curious about that. I mean, I'm not pouring particularly soft, and like, I mean, even if I swirl this thing up, like it's almost still. Like, I mean, I'm tempted if I wasn't in the living room to actually like give this beer a shake, but like, I mean, there's no head at all. Curious because, you know, this isn't a high ABV. Sometimes like high alcohol, you can kind of have head retention issues. Maybe it's a malt issue, you know, or maybe it's a style thing they were going for. But I mean, it definitely looks juicy and appears juicy. So it smells great. Let's give it a taste. Man, super full flavor, great mid palate, nice. There's almost like, I'm gonna say acidity, but I know it's not probably a very acidic beer. Maybe they acidulated the water a little bit or used acidulated malt. But I think honestly that's probably the hoppiness kind of coming through in a way that makes it sort of appear almost you know, more tart. But I mean, not tart. Trust me. Yeah, no, this is good. I think the only thing that would make me happier with this is if it didn't look like a still drink. Like, I want some, I can't see any bubbles. Give me some bubbles here, guys. Can I get bubbles? No, can't get bubbles. I mean, it tastes like there's I mean, it doesn't taste undercarbonated, so it's, I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, carbonation feels good on the palate. It doesn't feel light, but it is, it's curious. Um, so yeah, I would say Moksa, if you're listening, I do really like the way you guys are going with your IPAs. I do feel like you're moving into that top tier. You know, I would really love to throw a couple beers blind in front of people and see if they could pick out, you know, the people who've been in that sort of top echelon of hazy IPA dumb for a long time versus some of the recent stuff you guys are putting out. Super solid, really, really nice. I'm glad I picked up some cans of this, though I don't have too many cans, so there won't be too much available for trade if anybody's curious. But anywho, that's all I got for tonight. Sorry for the long-winded video. Somehow, without my kids, I'm longer-winded. I think it's because, you know, you're not in, like, the danger zone of having to kill the video every 2 seconds. So, that's all I got. Cheers, everybody.